It was so fucking amazing. And that girl, Val, is it Val? She has her ish together. Like, really. It was super cool. And I don't think she thought she was gonna flake on us, did she? Because that night, she was like, thought she was getting interviewed. But she had the best time. She thought it was like such a cool place. And I love that.
We love you.
We love
Kris,
you.
love. All right, gotta go, Kris.
Love you guys. Love you.
Love. Till we'll meet on the dance floor soon.
Oh,
Done deal.
please.
Done deal.
Yes.
No doubt.
Give the
Love.
best parties.
Love, baby.
The celebrity world thrives on glamorous parties and untold stories lurking behind closed doors. But every now and then, something happens that shakes up the norm, pulling back the curtain on what really goes down. That's exactly what happened when footage from a private party involving Kris Jenner and Diddy came out. While most of these gatherings are full of A-listers living their best lives, this particular footage painted a different picture, one that no one saw coming. The images in question are more than just a candid peek at a wild night. It could be the disclosure of relationships that have long remained bulletproof in the public eye. Kris Jenner and Diddy's connection runs deep, dating back years to a time when their friendship was mostly seen as a relationship built on shared celebrity status and a mutual love for the finer things. Over the years, they both have been spotted at exclusive parties, events, while painting the picture of a casual bond between Hollywood's most powerful circles. But what wasn't always clear is just how far their partnership goes beyond the surface-level parties and red carpets. Their relationship extends into the business world, where alliances in the entertainment industry can lead to lucrative deals and massive influence. On Kris's side, she's built an empire managing her family's billion-dollar brand, and being connected to industry heavyweights like Diddy only reinforces her reach. Diddy, known for his successful ventures in music, fashion, and spirits, understands the value of a strong network. Together, they form a duo that thrives in the entertainment world, where power and influence are currency. But it's not just the friendship between these two that draws attention, it's the role Corey Gamble plays in all of this. Corey, who has been linked to Kris for years, often stays in the background, but his presence in their world is far from insignificant. Corey Gamble's relationship with Kris Jenner has always been somewhat mysterious. Despite being by Kris's side for nearly a decade, very less is known about his life before he entered the Kardashian-Jenner clan. He's often described as Kris's right-hand man, but Corey's background has been filled with controversies. Some people suggest that he has strong connections in the music industry, which might explain how he fits into Diddy's world, but the specifics of his history remain unknown. As someone who stays out of the spotlight compared to the Kardashian-Jenner clan, Corey seems content with his low-profile role. But recent developments suggest he may play a bigger part in the power dynamics at play. But what most of us didn't know is how deep Kris and Diddy's ties run, with Corey Gamble right at the center of it all. Corey's mysterious background combined with his link to Kris and Diddy hints at deeper connections. And that brings us to the talks that have recently surfaced about a tape one that actually shows Kris, Corey, and Diddy in compromising situations.
Selling his own evidence that would put him in jail against him on the dark net to the highest bidder. He's selling it because he needs the cash. The last freak off tape that just got sold on the dark net went for $500 million.
The so-called tape allegations have exploded across the internet, with countless social media users talking about its contents. The footage, which allegedly involves the trio participating in explicit acts, has sparked intense discussions, with some questioning how far Kris and Corey's relationship with Diddy actually goes. For years, Kris has been the mastermind behind the Kardashian-Jenner brand, but this alleged footage threatens to shatter that image, making it much harder to maintain the illusion of control she's so fiercely protected. Fans have taken to social media to express their thoughts about the tape, and the viral spread of this news has only fueled the fire. A person commented saying, "Kris putting those kids on display for Diddy in plain sight. She has go to prison and her family." Another one wrote, "They have been getting away with it for decades and they thought they were untouchable. We all know now, and I pray the children get their justices against these sickening monsters." As disturbing as these revelations are, this isn't the first time Kris Jenner's family has been linked to Diddy.
Get a bunch of my friends. Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber, so far French so good. Montana. Do you even know half the people you're naming? No. Good. If you were seriously dating somebody, would you tell?
No.
You have to get these margaritas out of here. Why don't you drink it? Yeah, but last night. been to bed yet.
You haven't? I want to be Clay when I grow up, Court.
Oh, you're just so little. Like,
My balls are just going.
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.
Have you met Chloe's new, crew of friends?
No.
Well, kind of.
You did?
Yeah.
Stop.
Stop talking. Have you met Chloe's new crew of friends? And all I said was yes.
Stop
And then I
talking.
stopped. All I said was yes.
I mean, Courtney is...
Adding another layer of interest to all of this are Kanye West's past warnings about Corey Gamble. Kanye, who was once married to Kim Kardashian, has made some wild claims over the years, but his comments about Corey have stuck with many fans. In one of his famous social media outbursts, Kanye labeled Corey as godless and hinted that he might even have ties to the CIA. At that time, many people ignored Kanye's comments as nothing more than another one of his erratic rants, but as more talk surfaced about Corey's past and his role in Kris and Diddy's world, Kanye's claims don't seem as far-fetched anymore.
Corey is a plant. Corey was, Puff Daddy, Manny. You know what I'm saying? Then he was with Justin Bieber when Justin Bieber got in trouble. And then when Bruce did a transition to Caitlyn, he popped up. Now he run around like he Kylie Daddy. But he's there for the agenda and controlling the power of that family. Four of those people in that family have been raised Christian by Rob Kardashian. I know y'all want a question, but did you ask something right there?
I think you just gotta let some of this out there.
It's not even venting or inventing. It's up. They done too long. Every time they say my name wrong.
Well, Kanye's warning has painted Corey as someone who might be more powerful than he appears. It's possible that Corey, with his low profile, has more influence within the Kardashian-Jenner empire than anyone realizes. His ability to stay out of the spotlight while maintaining a strong presence in Kris's life suggests he plays a key role behind the scenes. While it's hard to say exactly how much secret information Corey has, his position in this powerful circle raises questions about what he knows and how much control he might have over the family's private activities. Well, Kanye may have sounded extreme, but recent events suggest he was onto something all along. The fact that Corey's name is now tied to the tape only adds to the mystery surrounding him. If these accusations are true, it not only drags Kris and Diddy into the spotlight in a way they never anticipated, but also elevates Corey's role in ways that most people never expected.
Diddy was selected for this job. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucien Grange. Anybody who thinks he's not gonna talk is crazy. He's got everybody on tape. They all know it. The drugging, putting girls in the suitcases, dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying. And it's all done under the protection of this is gonna be paid off. There's another NDA. It's terrible. And every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised knows very well.
Over the past year, Diddy has found himself at the center of multiple lawsuits, some of which allege shocking and disturbing behavior. These legal battles aren't just about business deals gone wrong, they involve wrongful claims of abuse, including allegations involving minors. While Diddy has long been a towering figure in Hollywood, the growing number of lawsuits and accusations are starting to chip away at his image. One of the most explosive claims against Diddy involves allegations of exploitation and manipulation, with some lawsuits accusing him of grooming young people in his inner circle. These are not just talks whispered behind closed doors. The legal documents paint a picture of a man who allegedly used his power and influence to cover up horrible acts. The cases involve both men and women, some of whom claim they were lured into Diddy's world under false pretenses, only to find themselves trapped in a nightmare. The consequences are massive, not only for Diddy but for everyone connected to him. This is where Kris Jenner enters the picture. As someone who has been a longtime friend of Diddy, questions are beginning to arise about how much Kris might have known about Diddy's darker side. It's no secret that Kris and Diddy have moved in the same powerful circles for years, attending exclusive events and parties where anything seemed possible. But some sources suggest that Kris's relationship with Diddy may have been deeper than the people ever realized. Could she have known about these allegations and turned a blind eye to maintain her own power? Or, even worse, could she have been complicit in helping Diddy keep his secrets hidden? People are talking about Kris Jenner's involvement in Diddy's dark dealings, to say the least. Some folks claim that Kris may have used her influence to protect Diddy from scrutiny or even help cover up his misdeeds. Given her experience, it's not a stretch to think Kris might have had the means and motivation to protect Diddy's reputation for the sake of their friendship and her own interests. With Diddy's empire starting to crumble, sources say he might be ready to turn on his closest allies, including Kris Jenner. One person who is close to both Kris and Diddy is Corey Gamble. Corey's connection to Diddy has always been something of a mystery, but now, as more details about Diddy's dark past come to light, Corey's role is being questioned. There have even been whispers that Corey may have had some involvement in the tragic demise of Diddy's ex, Kim Porter. While there's no evidence linking Corey to the incident, the timing of Kim's demise and Corey's connection to Diddy have started these conversations. Many people believe that Corey could have played a much bigger role in Diddy's inner circle.
That not only was Corey Gamble extremely close to Kim Porter and Diddy, he was there. He was there when the coroners arrived to Kim Porter's house after 911 was called.
Corey has always presented himself as the quiet partner to Kris Jenner, but some people suggest that his real power lies behind the scenes. His silence on Diddy's recent issues speaks volumes, and as more people start to dig into his past, the more bad their connections become. Corey's link to Diddy goes far beyond friendship. It's a relationship built on mutual trust, secrecy, and possibly complicity. But the most shocking claim of all might be that Kris Jenner herself was involved in recruiting young victims for Diddy's alleged exploitation. These claims suggest that Kris may have played an active role in helping Diddy bring young talent into his circle under the guise of business or mentorship opportunities. Given Kris's immense influence and her reputation for being a master manipulator, it's not a big thing. The thought that she could have helped facilitate Diddy's darker impulses is disturbing, but it's a claim that has gained traction among Hollywood's inner circle. Similarly, there's Kim Kardashian's strange connection to Justin Bieber, who has also had a long history with Diddy. Some people believe that Kim's ties to Bieber may have been orchestrated by Diddy himself. Justin Bieber, who has spoken out about his own struggles and the pressures of fame, has been connected to Diddy since his early days in the industry. Could this connection between Kim, Bieber, and Diddy point to a much more dangerous network than we ever imagined? Is it possible that Kris, Kim, and even Corey were part of something far more bad? These allegations are crazy, and many people are starting to question the real nature of Kris and Diddy's relationship and whether Corey's role in all of this has been hidden in plain sight all along. But what do you guys think will happen next? Will Kris and Diddy be able to recover from these devastating claims, or is this the beginning of their downfall? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The Hollywood machine is notorious for covering up its darkest secrets, but with so much being exposed, we're entering uncharted territory. Stay tuned!